There were two guys named Bob Morris and Peter Hill, and they owned Billy Casper Golf. They owned 150, managed or owned 150 golf courses across the country. And I met Bob Morris several times doing charity events. I was the only woman besides Donna Shalala who got invited to the celebrity tournaments with the likes of Joe Namath's receiver or Big O. I met Big O, Bill Russell. I played 9 holes of golf with Bill Russell to promote the big charity tournament. So I got invited to all of those. It was the highlight of my life at Channel 9, one of them, to be able to do that. And so one morning, I get a call from Bob Morris. I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, I was watching you on TV. Wouldn't you like to be saved from all those snowstorms and from all of those water main breaks that make your hair curl and all of those murders? I mean, Jan, you must have covered and I did cover 490 murders in the first year I was here, 490 crack murders. I covered many of them with grandmothers throwing their bodies over their dead kids, screaming. It was horrible. But anyway, he said, "Would you like to be saved from all of that?" I said, "Yeah, what do you got cooking?" And he said, "Why don't you come to my business and be my partnerships manager?" I said, "What does that mean?" He said, "Well, we have partnerships with Titleist and with Sunbelt Rentals and with fertilizer companies and with grass seed companies and with Nike." And he listed all 40 of them. And he said, "Your job would be to make sure that the courses are getting what they need from the partnerships and that the partnerships are giving them the best deal. And not only that, we want to regularize their pricing from course to course, or maybe at least from section of the country to section of the country." I said, "Does it take Excel spreadsheets?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Oh, okay, sure." I said, "Sure." I couldn't do an Excel spreadsheet. So I waited and waited because I could not say the R word. At this point, I turned 62. And I think, I've had a lot of success here. I've put some money in the bank. I could take another job and not and I never once got up in the morning and said I hate my job at Channel 9 News. And the last 5 years, I worked the morning show, the Get Her Done show, just get her done. And I did that. And I always said it doesn't matter what story they give me. If it's not immoral, unethical, or illegal, I will do it. And so I did some that were borderline, but I got those news shows on in the morning. So I thought it would be a relief to have sleep. It would be a relief to get rid of this nasty photographer they gave me, nasty, nasty guy who would yell and carry on and swear when I just flipped the light on in his edit booth in the morning. One of those. Everything I did was wrong. Everything I did was stupid. He was very young. Well, he got fired, but I was also bitten now by this golf bug. So when I turned 62, I applied for my Social Security and I went to work to become the partnerships manager at Billy Casper Golf. And I loved it with all my heart. And I still get calls from them, from people like them, people who work with them, or people who did work for them who need my help with being able to speak better. So what I discovered in there is I could become a speaker coach, because out on the street corners, nobody, rarely, only people who think they are important need to be in front of the microphone. The people I wanted to talk in front of the microphone were people who were scared to do it. And so over the years, I had to tell this one how to move her hands. I had to tell this one how to speak a little louder, speak with a little more authority. No, you've got passion about this. Let me see it. So I coached a lot of people over the years to do that. And then I coached them for toasts at weddings and eulogies, and they had to do a presentation at work. We're scared to death. And I have a whole system for curing speaker jitters. And so I learned how to do that, practicing on all the guys at Billy Casper Golf, where their PowerPoints had 5,496 bullets on every page. And they all turned into visuals because there's a 67% higher retainability rate if somebody sees something as they're hearing it. Wouldn't that be great if our schools were like that? And so I changed all their PowerPoints. And one of the vice presidents said, She trained us to speak like leaders. Now our people can follow.